to watch here in 2021,
I need to lower this?
2022. Without further ado, let's head back up to the High Plains to bring in a couple of the Wyoming Cowboys, Kenny Foster and Xavier DuSell. Fellas, appreciate you making some time for us. How's life up there?
It's good. It's cold. It's getting a little bit colder up here, but we're loving every day of it.
Yeah, definitely cold.
72 here in the Mountain West Network studio, so we got one on you. Let's talk about this year's team and Coach, talk about the youth on this team and the growth that you guys made last year. But where have you made the most significant level of growth here in the off season as we march forward to early November and you guys tipping things off? Let's start with you, Kenny. Where have you made those significant growth as a team?
Well, I think our biggest growth, honestly, is probably our ability to play as a team and the chemistry that we have. Just with the COVID year, it was a little bit tough on the practice floor playing together with everybody. But now this year, we're all being able to play every day, get to know each other's skills and weaknesses even more than we did before. But I think that's our biggest thing is just the chemistry that we've all built because we have almost all of our returners back.
If you have a question for the Cowboys, go ahead and raise your hand and get in queue. Xavier, Coach talked about the youth on this team and you know how many players that you have that are underclassmen, but that's also exciting. I'm assuming for you that you get to grow with these players and continue to build towards something special in the future.
Yeah, I mean, we're all really excited. Like Kenny said, we have basically our entire team back, and then we added a lot of really good new pieces with the incoming freshmen. But, yeah, just building every single day, putting days together, making sure we have good quality practices, and just making sure we're going in the right direction as a team.
Well, we've got some questions for you both ready. So first up, we'll go to 7220 Sports and hear from Cody Tucker.
Hey, Xavier, how are you, man?
Good.
Good. I'm curious, what does it do for your game to have a guy like Graham Ike roaming the paint?
It makes my job a whole lot easier. He takes a lot of pressure off of me, just all the attention he brings and his scoring presence. And even on the defensive end, he takes a lot of pressure off of me, just, you know, being a rim protector and making sure he has my back on ball screens and you know, different other, you know, screening actions. But yeah, he does a lot, and it definitely makes my job easier as a shooter, just all the attention that he brings to himself.
Next question will come to you guys from the Casper Star Tribune and Ryan Thorburn.
Kenny, it seemed like you had things rolling a little bit last year and then were injured, and Coach Linder said you're a little banged up right now. Just how frustrating is that? And once you are healthy, what do you see your role in terms of being a leader this year and trying to get in the groove again like you were last year?
Well, I mean, I think it's always frustrating for an athlete if you get hurt. So, I mean, just the bouncing back has been a little bit tougher, but I have great support with the guys around me, this community and this university as a whole and the coaching staff. So I think the frustration hasn't been too impactful for me, but as for coming back into the season, I hope that I want to say lead these guys, but we all have about the same amount of experience. And I think honestly all I'm going to try to do is just try to be the best player I can be to make sure that we can get the most wins and hopefully get to that Mountain West championship.
We'll now go to Tracy Ringlesby from Welcome to 7220.
Xavier, with the departure of Marcus, how is that going to change or impact your situation very much? Will you be more of a ball handler now than you were?
Yeah, in practices I've had spurts of where I've handled the ball more than you guys have seen last year during the season. But at the same time, my role has stayed very similar at the same time, being spot-up shooter, being able to attack closeouts. But every now and then I pick my spots of where I get into ball screens and handle the ball a little bit more. So overall, it's probably a little bit more similar than different. But, yeah, you guys will definitely see me handle the ball a little bit more this year.
Thank you.
If you've got a question or a follow-up for Kenny or Xavier, please make sure to raise your hand to enter the queue. We'll now go to John Teetle from Hoops HD.
Hey Xavier, as a fellow Arizonan, I just wanted to get your take on the basketball scene out west between the Mercury and the Suns making the finals in their respective sports. What do you see as the basketball scene like in our great state?
I've been very proud of Arizona, just how we've grown as a state for basketball, because normally it was like California, like they would kind of take up a lot of the basketball scene, especially for high school basketball. But Arizona's definitely made a name for itself now, and I'm proud to be a native of there. So I'm just trying to keep putting on for my state.
Next question will go to Josh Criswell from WYO Sports.
Hey guys, got one for each of you. Xavier, I know that you followed Coach Linder over here from Northern Colorado. You know, what was the biggest thing that drew you to him as a coach, and how easy was that decision to make the jump? And Kenny, how much have you seen the program change over the past year?
As far as how easy the decision was, I would say it was fairly easy. I love Coach as far as like the way he coaches his players, the way he instills confidence in his players, the way we play as a team on offense and defense, and then off the court, just being someone that you can always talk to, a good mentor. So yeah, it was a no-brainer for me to come here.
And I think for the way that our program has changed, I think it's done an exponential growth like nobody would have seen. I think just the first year with Linder here, it's been nothing but positivity. He's been a great mentor. He's been one of the best basketball coaches I've ever had, and I think that as he stays here longer and as we all get to learn under him and understand what a mind like Linder thinks, I think it'll just be better for the team and the program, and the community loves him. We love him. I couldn't ask for a better coach.
Next up, fellas, the Casper Star-Tribune and Ryan Thorber.
Coach Linder was saying with respect to the media poll, which has you guys tied for 8th, that, obviously you competed with San Diego State very well at the end last year, swept Nevada, competed with Colorado State. Do you feel like that poll means nothing, something? How do you guys feel about it?
Well, I think the poll is a little bit of fuel to the fire for us, but as Coach Linder said, we have a job to do. We come here, we play basketball. We've competed with some of the best in this conference, so I think that the poll doesn't mean too much. We know where we stand, I think, in this conference, and that we can compete with anybody that we play against every night.
Final question, fellas, for you. Cody Tucker of 7220 Sports.
Hey fellas, this question's for both of you. Just Marcus is now at Texas A&M, so you're looking for a new guy at the point. Deng Duck comes in. I'm interested. What are your first impressions of Deng playing the point for you guys?
I think Dang's been a tremendous addition to our team. We're so happy to have him. He's been doing incredible things in practice, and I can't wait for you guys to see him on the floor. So,
yeah, I'm definitely excited to see how Wyoming and the whole conference is going to see what Dang can really do, because we've seen it all practice since he first got here, and we're excited to see him on the court.